amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Epic the Musical reaction video. So, we move on to the Underworld Saga. Now, apparently there are 3 videos to this one. A lot of you told me to just do them all in one video, and that makes sense. Usually when we split them up if we can do like 2 or 3 in one video, but there's no point doing 2 and then 1, so we might as well just do the whole Underworld Saga in one nice big video for you all. I've also read through my comments and read what the animatics that you all recommend are that I react to. So we're going to do all of those ones today. And yeah, you can always check out the links, the animatics I react to in the description as well. I put all of them down there. So make sure you go support the amazing freaking artists and illustrators who put together these fantastic animatics. Because they do an excellent job. Anyway, enough of my talking. I just want to let all of you know as well that tonight I'm going to be live on Twitch at 8:30 p.m. GMT. That's British Standard Time. And we're going to be doing a big anime tournament where all of you get to decide what anime I watch next. If you want to come along to that, I'll be live tonight on Twitch. It might be even live right now when you're watching this. Just click that link in the description to my Twitch channel and come on over and say hello. Anyway, enough of my talking. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to the Underworld Saga of Epic the Musical.
Friends, Cersei's instructions were clear. No matter what we hear, full speed ahead until we find the prophet. My comrades, this land confuses your mind. So no matter who we find, full speed ahead until we find the prophet.
Good. I'm saying it right now. His men are stupid. His men are stupid. They're like, you would think, right? Logically, that now, after everything Odysseus has told them, and after how many times they get screwed up when they ignore him, and how many times he warns them, and how shit things go for them when they don't listen to him, that they are going to listen to him. You'd think they'd listen to him. By the way, this one is called The Underworld.
Full speed ahead until we find the prophet. Good.
So you can enter the Underworld, but you can't leave the Underworld? How does it work for spirits?
All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Nightmares of those who died. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. And here in the underworld, the past seems close behind. This land confuses your mind. When does a man become a monster?
It's amazing how many times we get called back to that one statement. You know, how many times we go all the way back to the beginning, all the way back to the start. It's amazing.
Become a monster. 558 men who died under your command. Captain.
558 men. Why does that? I thought that number was different.
Captain. Captain, why would you let the Cyclops live when ruthlessness is mercy? All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who die. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, the past seems close behind. I keep thinking of the infant from that night. I keep thinking of the infant from that night.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
I'm not even joking. When he's... Is it Polites? No, I'm saying his name wrong. But literally hearing his voice, I got like a shiver. I'm not even joking. I literally got goosebumps. The like scene with the baby and then hearing his voice, my whole body just like shut down there. My word. Wow. If Odysseus is struggling here, then his men have no chance, you know? We haven't seen his men or how it's affecting them. I swear the 588 men is wrong. I swear that number is wrong. I don't know why. I thought it was like... how many men did he have? Did he have 600 men? If he did, then I thought he had like 47 left or something. Something like that. Yeah, man, I literally just got goosebumps from that. Weirdly, this is making me want to watch Hercules. I know it's a kid's movie, but maybe my children would like it. I can watch it with them. I don't know why, you know. God damn. Oh, man. Oh, man.
The world will open up.
Politics.
That voice. It can't be. Mom?
Odysseus, when you come home, I'll be waiting. Even if you're the last thing I see, I'll be
I'm right here, Mom. Can't you see? I'm waiting. I took too long
I'll always love you.
and ventured too
I'll stay
far
your
while you were
waiting, waiting.
Bye, Mom. All I hear are screams. All I hear are screams. Every
God, I actually need a moment. Whew. I felt like I would have been relatively alright, but the shot of Odysseus as like a child and his mother like holding his hand and he's like just looking up to her and he's like a child, and then the idea of like that love never going anywhere, and then Odysseus as like an adult going off to war, and the mother's just wants to see him return, and she's just waiting for him to return to know her like little boy is alright, and just waiting and waiting and waiting, and he just not coming home, and there was only so long that she could wait. And now Odysseus realizing that when he goes home, he's gonna go home to one less smiling face waiting to see him.
all I hear are screams. All I hear are screams.
Also, that vocal roar of "all I hear are screams" is fucking amazing from the vocalist. Oh my word. My
All I
nose.
hear are screams. All I hear are screams. Every time I dare to close my eyes, I no longer dream. I no longer dream. Only nightmares of those who died. Nothing's what it seems. Nothing's what it seems. But in the underworld, your past is always close behind. Your past is always close behind. Down in the underworld.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The subtitles were a little bit off, but they were mostly right. So great job on the translation. You did a fantastic job. Shout out the artiste. They are the one who put together this animatic. Oh my word. I'm pretty sure I've cried at Epic the Musical before, maybe twice before. I can't remember which one's got me. Or once before, or maybe I haven't. Maybe this is the first. I don't know. When it comes to family and children, that's always my weak point. Everything I am is a dad. I literally miss my boys when they're at school. Like right now. My two boys are at school, and I miss them. You know, they're my whole world. They're like everything. So whenever I watch anything that has children's and those relationship, I immediately just can't help but put myself in those shoes. And I put myself in those shoes on both sides. And it just broke my heart. The line, even if you're the last thing. Even if you're the last thing I see, I'll be waiting. Oh, gosh. Fuck me, man. Well, that hit like a truck. My word. That hit like a damn truck. Wow. And that all I hear are screams, like raw. Wow. Amazingly well sung. A beautiful freaking story. And heartbreakingly devastating. Very well, like, drawn. Just a fantastic one. Fantastic one. Jesus, man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Alright. We move on to the next one. This one is done by Natzel. Shout out Natzel. We've reacted to a bunch of their animatics before. They're amazing. Alright, and this is No Longer You. God, my nose, my eyes. Fucking hell, that messed me up.
I am the prophet with the answers you seek.
Whenever I see anyone blindfolded, for some reason I always think of Lady Justice.
Time, I've unlocked it. I see past and future running free. There is a world where I help you get home.
Great voice.
But that's not a world I know. What?
Is this sounds? It's very similar to Odysseus. If it isn't Odysseus's the same person that voices Odysseus and sings for Odysseus singing here, then it's definitely someone who has a very similar voice.
I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man.
No, it is him.
I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you. This can't be. We've suffered and sailed through the toughest of hells. Now you tell us our efforts for nothing.
God, man, if I was Odysseus, I would be losing my shit right about now. You know, I would be, like, losing it. Are you kidding me? Like, this man literally was given a crossroads. The gods were like, yo, bro, here we are, the gods. Look how scary we are. You have to end this tiny little life. You have to end it. That's what's best, you know. You have to end it. Listen to the gods, end it. And Odysseus was like, right, it is the gods' will, I will do this. And then since that day, despite the fact that being the best option for him, has proceeded to have the worst life ever. What was the point? What was the fucking point? What was the point? The gods have just screwed him every step of the way.
Now you tell us our efforts for nothing. I see your palace covered in red. Faces of men who had long believed you're dead. I see your wife with a man who is haunting, a man with a trail of bodies. Who? I see a song of past romance. I see the sacrifice of man. I see portrayals of betrayal and a brother's final stand. I see you on the brink of death. I see you try your final breath. I see a man who gets to make it home alive, but it's no longer you.
This sounds like this reminds me of another one of the songs. I can't work out which one. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it. What was the point in all of this? What was the point in the decisions he's made? Fuck this prophet, man. It's Belland. I don't understand anymore. What was the point? Ah, man, I'm losing the will. This fucking story is killing me. Also, this song is amazing, by the way. Like, this swelling orchestral moment as Odysseus like falls. The vocals have just been stunningly well performed. The raw emotion of "Ooh!" You know, when he screamed that. Are you kidding me? This is amazing. Come on, Odysseus, man. Come on. It's not how it ends. This can't be how it ends, man. This can't be how it ends. By the way, what's the relationship with, like, Epic the Musical and the Animatics, you know? Because Epic the Musical is created by, I don't know if it's George or Jorge. I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce that J. But that's the creator of Epic the Musical. And then you have the Animatics around that. What is the relationship there? How does it work? And people, when I talk to people about Epic Musical becoming a real musical, people tell me it's like it is like happening or it will happen or something. So like, what is the story there? I'm just wondering. Also, a random bit of information for Gigi and Natzel. Both of them don't have verified YouTube channels. Which I don't know why, because they're both over the threshold. So I can only imagine that they both don't know. So if anyone watching this knows Natzel or Gigi, both of you are eligible to get your channels verified, which will help boost your channels, you know, if you want to do that. You'll put a nice little tick, it will get verified, and that means YouTube approves your channel and will recommend your videos to more people. But the reason I'm saying this is because when you hit 100,000 subscribers, you don't get like an email telling you that you can verify or anything like that. You have to apply for it separately, and YouTube don't tell you this. So I'm just trying to be a bit helpful here. This may be a bit random, but you guys totally deserve it. Your work is incredible, and you deserve to have verification ticks next to your name. So just make sure, if you didn't know this already, you have to you have to contact YouTube. There's instructions on how to do this. Just Google YouTube channel verification, and it's like the first link that comes up, and then you submit a form and send it off, and it takes like a week, and you'll get a nice little tick next to your name. All right. Just as a little bit of help there, because I did wonder why they both haven't, because they both are 100% eligible. Anyway, a lot of YouTubers don't actually know, because they don't realize you have to apply yourselves. They think it's automatic, but no, you have to apply, and YouTube doesn't tell you. It's like you just have. It's just something you just have to know. If you don't know, then you never would apply. Anyway, my word, man, no longer you. I don't know what they mean by no longer you. Has Odysseus just strayed from this path so much now? It doesn't really feel like but via choice. Did all of it literally come to just telling the Cyclops his name? I guess if he never told the Cyclops his name. To be honest, if he never went in that cave to begin with, but then his men would have died of starvation, you know? But then a lot of his men died anyway, but not that many. But his closest friends. But they would have lived, you know? They would have got the food. In hindsight, it's a tough one, isn't it? But definitely telling the Cyclops his name was one of, if not the stupidest thing he's done. All right, we move on to Gigi's Animatic of Monster.
How has everything been turned against us? How did suffering become so endless? How am I to reunite with my estranged? Do I need to change? I'm surrounded by the souls of those I've lost. I'm the only one whose line I haven't crossed. What if the greatest threat we'll find across the sea is me? What if I'm the monster? What if I'm in the wrong? What if I'm the problem that's been hiding all along? What if I'm the one who killed you every time I cave to guilt? What if I've been far too kind to foes, but a monster to ourselves? What if I'm the monster? Is the Cyclops?
I find it interesting as well with like Odysseus, because Odysseus is a character that I feel like I just relate to. And I imagine a lot of people do as well. He is this man that just wants to do good and always tries to do good. He has this love for his child and his wife, and that drives him, and that is his drive, like his drive, you know, that is his like his reason, his momentum, his reason for continuing. And I feel like every decision Odysseus has made has been one from like a good standing, and one to protect his men, and one to get home. And I feel like I would stand by nearly every decision he's made except the first one. The first one, there is nothing that would have made me do that. But that's what I mean. It's like, it's interesting that it's like the man is no longer you. Odysseus has made all these decisions of what he's thought's right, and it's a shame that he now thinks he's the monster. When really, how I look at it is Odysseus is a good man who has been molded into acting like a monster by the gods. That's how I look at it.
I'm struck with guilt when he kills. Is he up in the middle of the night? Or does he end my men to avenge his friend and then sleep knowing he has done him right? When the witch turns men to pigs to protect her nymphs, is she going insane? Or did she learn to be colder when she got older and now she saves them the pain? When a god comes down and makes a fleet drown, is he scared that he's doing something wrong? Or does he keep us in check so we must respect him and now no one dares to piss him off? Does a soldier use a wooden horse to kill sleeping Trojans cause he is vile? Or does he throw away his remorse and save more lives with guile? If I became the monster and threw that guilt away, would that make us stronger? Would it keep our foes at bay? If I became the monster to everyone but us, and made sure we got home again, who would care if we're unjust? If I became the ruthlessness is
I don't understand how. By the way, this song is fucking amazing. It's so good. I don't understand how Odysseus can become the monster. You know, like what more can he do? Is there an avenue where he can be the monster and it gets them home? But then who is he the monster towards? They're in the underworld at the moment. Isn't Odysseus just fucked? Does it matter anymore?
It became ruthlessness is mercy upon ourselves.
Do you remember I said at this point I would be like losing my mind? That's what we're watching. Odysseus has literally been told, everything you've done has led you to here, and here is the end of the line for you, my friend. You will never see your wife or your son again. Your wife will be with another man who takes over your life, and your mother, well, she's not waiting for you either. Sucks to be you, bro. Welcome to the underworld. How would you react? Probably like this.
And deep down I know this well. I lost my best friend, I lost my mentor, my mom, 500 men gone. This can't go on, I must get to see Penelope and Telemachus. So if we must sail through dangerous oceans and beaches, I'll go where Poseidon won't reach us. And if I gotta drop another infant from a wall in an instant so we all don't die, then I'll become the monster. I will deal the blow, and I'll become the monster like none they've ever known. So what if I'm the monster lurking deep below? I must become the monster, and then we'll make it home. Penelope, became the monster.
What now? I find it interesting that we literally see the like flash of his eye that is also referenced in Just a Man, you know? I feel like Gigi does a really good job at like conveying the monster inside of Odysseus that's been there all along, but the fact that he like keeps it at bay. The like the amount of men that died is confusing me. I feel like there's been something wrong there. Is that to imply that some men died in the underworld as well, like didn't make it? Is that what that is? I feel like the numbers aren't adding up. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong there. I don't know. Gosh, man, I nearly cried again there. But just at the sheer epicness of what I was watching, it's a bizarre one, you know, because I don't know how I feel. I don't anymore. I'm so conflicted, you know. Odysseus is becoming the monster. Everything up until this point, I've like rooted for Odysseus and I've been in his corner and I just want him to get home. What if the prophet, when he said that, what if the man the prophet was talking about was Odysseus? What if that man behind Penelope was Odysseus? What if Odysseus is the red in that house? What if he, as he was a man that was never getting home? The man that is no longer him. But this new man, this monster, that's the one who's coming home. And that's what the prophet meant. You know? Maybe that's what the prophet meant. Or the prophet meant the opposite. And the prophet meant that the good man that would have made it home has been killed, and the monster who Odysseus is now is one who will never make it home. I think it's the former, not the latter. But I guess we'll have to see. It's kind of scary, like, to think that, isn't it? That's what the prophet meant. And now he's turned into this monster. The monster can make it home, but brings a lot of blood with him home. But yeah, up until this point, I've just rooted for Odysseus. I've just wanted him to get home. I've just hoped he would. You know, I've like longed for it. I really wanted him to just return. I don't know if he will, but I hope that he does. And yeah, I don't know, man. I really want him to. But now, am I going to move from behind Odysseus, out of his corner, rooting for him? What does he become now? This monster. What does this monster do? What does this monster become? What happens now? I feel like I've never been more curious for the future of this story than I am at this very moment. I have absolutely loved this journey through Epic the Musical. And I hope you have all enjoyed watching my reactions to it as well. As someone who honestly doesn't know anything about the story of Odysseus, I feel like I know a good amount about like Greek mythology, you know? And but obviously not a lot. Like I'm able to identify and distinguish a lot of the gods, and I've heard of them. But in terms of Odysseus' story, I don't know anything. I know a lot about the Battle of Troy, but again, I don't know anything outside of that, other than like Helen of Troy's like a little bit of her story afterwards. That's literally it, you know? And this whole Odysseus arc just feels like a variation of Jason the Argonauts, but completely different too. Yeah. I don't know anything about this story. But it is captivating, heartbreaking, and horrible. Whew. Bloody scary, isn't it? Where do we go from here? Alright, well. Damn, that's this week's Epic the Musical reaction, and I really hope you all enjoyed it. We got a bit emotional with this one. This one was a tough one, but I hope you all enjoyed my reaction. Hopefully I'll see some of you tonight on Twitch, where we'll do our big anime tournament. 8:30 p.m. I'll be going live. That's UK time. Link is in that description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you giving me some of your precious time. If you enjoyed this reaction, please like, please subscribe. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.